And good morning, everyone. The Walter Gray is joining us here on Extra Shot.
Studio audience. I'm the studio audience. I've decided to join.
Thank you for clapping for yourself,
yeah,
by the way.
Yes,
I'm here.
It was for y'all.
Yeah, as Dina was running up here, we're getting ready.
Sprinting.
Everyone's back. Dina, congratulations. Climbed Mount Shasta.
Thank you.
Huge feat.
My nose underneath is a little sunburned.
Sunburn.
We can too.
No.
You can't?
No.
Oh, good. Good. No, it was amazing. Pictures on my Facebook page if you
There
want to
you
see
go. I was, down in Southern California. How was yours?
I was
Memorial Day
in
weekend?
Shingle Springs, USA.
Nice. Little
A
camping.
little camping.
Cornelia?
Oh, girl, I was on the couch.
Camille's in.
Catching up on my
Camille's in.
show.
So with the ultimate relaxing
Right.
weekend.
I had a
Perfect.
little, never mind.
Yeah, never mind. All right, well, let's talk about what some other people were doing, right?
Okay.
Might I add, Tiger Woods, if you guys haven't heard by now, he was arrested yesterday. This was Monday, a Memorial Day, for suspicion of drinking under the influence. So his car was found. This was in Florida, his home state. He had to be woken up by police officers before being arrested, and this is what we're learning, the latest, what we're learning as of a couple of minutes ago. His car was running, his brake lights were on, and his right blinker was flashing. He will be arraigned in court in Florida on July 5th. So I know, Walt Gray, you wanted to chime in on this because this is he's coming off of a back surgery, and this is not his first back surgery, but he is on prescription medicine. This is according to him. He says that the reason why he was found like this, sleeping on the side of the road, was because nothing to do with alcohol. There was a breath test and came up empty. He blew nothing.
Right.
But the mixture, the unexpected mixture of his prescription medication, he says, is what caused all of this.
Well, the initial reports were DUI arrests.
Right.
So driving under the influence, I think everybody thought liquor.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what you normally think, which is kind of the old school thing.
Yeah.
In this day and age, especially I think with medicinal marijuana being so prevalent,
Right.
this is going to open up a completely new avenue of what DUIs are and how do you regulate that? How do you prosecute
Influenced
that?
by what?
So
Right.
from the time he was arrested and the time now that this statement came out, this happens almost 100% of the time. Once your marketing and PR people get a hold of a negative
Right.
story, their job, it always seems to be in cases like this, is to say it was addiction to prescribed medications or an issue of mixing prescribed medications. You want to get the word prescribed in there, which shows that you're under a doctor's care. This is not illegal drugs you're taking. It almost is the ultimate story softener to say, hey, we were totally legal here. We're taking what the doctor has prescribed for us. I mean, Elvis's physician, Elvis OD'd on prescribed medications. But in this case, it's designed to show, look, this is what it was. In a Tiger's case, he's saying he had mixed some stuff he shouldn't have. But still, you're behind the wheel. You're passed out along the side of the road in the driver's seat with your blinker right, which is the one you put up to pull off the road. Fortunately, he had the wherewithal to do that, get off the road. But even if you're pulled off the road,
And we had this conversation
even
right
if you're
before
in
this.
a parking lot, pulled off the road, trying to do the right thing. I got to get off the road.
Yeah.
If you're still in the driver's seat when you're in a parking lot, it shows intent to drive.
Under the influence.
You will still get a DUI even if you've gotten off the road. And I think Cornelia even added earlier, if your keys are in the ignition, that still shows intent to drive. So if you're ever in that scenario and you're doing the right thing and getting off the road, get into the passenger seat or the back seat. That shows no intent to drive.
Or get off the road, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
We also want to share with you what Tiger Woods said in his own statement. He said, I understand the severity of what I did and I take full responsibility for my actions. I want the public to know that alcohol was not involved. What happened was an unexpected reaction to prescribed medications. I didn't realize the mix of medications had affected me so strongly. I would like to apologize with my whole heart to my family, friends, and fans. I expect more from myself, too. And on the note of the fallout now, because clearly we don't know what's going to happen legally with all of this, but the sponsorships, that is something that now that his name has been branded as this mugshot version of himself, we think about what does this mean to all of the people who have paid to have him advertise for them, the sponsors. And I saw this meme going around, just DUI it rather than just do it. Obviously, he's a big partner with Nike. He has millions of dollars that he gets from that company every year. And The Sun is reporting that he could potentially lose up to $15 million in sponsorships if this goes south. And so the fallout, even if it does end up being prescribed medication, could be significant for him.
Well, and this is, again, in regards to sponsorships, look, athletes, we've heard some athletes doing all kinds of stuff. Allegations, sexual assault, violence against women, potential murder charges. And have those athletes lost their endorsements to the magnitude that Tiger Woods could potentially lose his? Because he tried to pull off the road. Let's say everything that Tiger is saying and his team are saying checks out. He mixed a bad cocktail of prescribed medicine, tried to pull off the road, passed out. Police called, came up to the door. He got arrested for popped for a DUI. Okay, he tried to do the right thing. But in sports, we see so many other people who don't necessarily try to do the right thing and are punished not as severely as others. So in my opinion, I don't really think it's going to blow back on Tiger that bad, because if that's the case, then the conversation is going to have to be opened up. What are we going to do to everybody else who does everything else wrong in the NFL, the NBA,
right,
the MLB, golf? What are we going to do with everybody else?
This isn't Tiger's first trip to the bad news stand,
True,
though. When he had the breakup with his wife, and then
right,
there was the cheating and
Lindsey
the mistresses and whatever was going on, he lost the luster of America at that point, and he lost a fair amount of endorsements. I think Rolex bailed on him and things like that. So I don't know where he is in the endorsement world anyway at this point.
Or if 15 million is going to affect him all that much.
No, he's already got his bank. His ATM is blowing up anyway. He's fine monetarily, but he hasn't really been a factor in professional golf in years.
Right.
And if he does come back, which is iffy anyway, so I don't know. And I agree with Cornelia in that point, is that I don't know that it's going to affect what he has left.
Yeah.
What he has left is a fraction of what he used to have. That was before this incident.
The thing that got me mostly yesterday, and I know we're taking a look at, well, this is for our next story.
Yeah, different video.
But we'll get to that momentarily. It was the picture, it was the mug shot that came out. And when I saw that, it was he don't look too hot. He don't look too hot. And to me, when you look at that quintessential photo of Tiger when he won the Masters and he's doing his big thing, the big old smile, it's just how, to me, it was,
he's older.
How sad.
Yeah, he's older now, and when I looked at that mugshot and people had a negative reaction to that, I thought, okay, this mugshot was probably taken around 5 in the morning.
A little puffy.
Even if his story checks out, that's a long night for him.
Right.
He's not 25 anymore.
No, you're right.
I mean, he wasn't bloodshot or anything. I think people are more reacting to the fact, well, this is the 40-year-old Tiger as opposed to the 25-year-old vim and vigor guy.
He hasn't been that.
Yeah,
I do want to share.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, this is what
to me, it's signs of it just hitting rock bottom.
He's an older guy.
It's just sad
He's an older guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I share some viewer comments?
Sure.
Yeah,
Because
please.
a lot of you are weighing in, and we want to try to get to some of them. Elaine, thank you for being with us. She says, the law is the law. It should be the same for everyone. Dave Wise says, if it weren't Tiger Woods, this guy would have been fired from his everyday job. Valerie Huerta says, being under the influence is wrong no matter who is driving. And Julie says, drugs are drugs, prescribed or not, he should not have been behind the wheel, which I think are all great points. Keep weighing in. This is certainly creating quite a discussion, especially because of who he is. But yeah, I agree. If it was any other guy being arrested for a DUI, driving under the influence of any type of drug that goes on your record.
Right, he's not getting away with anything. He is being treated just like anybody else from what I can see.
Right.
And he knew he was taking prescribed drugs. That's all public. What he's saying is that he mixed the wrong ones and had a reaction to that. So I don't see that he's skating on this at all. I mean, he's facing national and world publicity that most of us wouldn't. He's an independent contractor. He's a golfer. He's not going to lose his job. So, I mean, if it happened to any of us, I think our bosses would take a long, hard look at, okay, this ain't the first time you kind of messed up with substance stuff. You
Can
know?
I show you what
Paula,
Lindsay? Oh, go ahead.
just Paula Smith wanted clarification. It says no alcohol in his system, question marks. Yes, no alcohol in his system.
Yeah, DUI doesn't mean alcohol. That's what everybody
the assumption.
thought. DUI arrest, everybody assumed he was coming from happy hour.
Right.
And in this day and age, that's not. You have to peel that back. And if he blew a 0 on his field sobriety, then he's straight up that it wasn't that.
It wasn't alcohol.
Meanwhile, Lindsey Vonn, ex-girlfriend, posted 21 hours ago. Thankful for great friends, fun adventures, keeping my eyes on the horizon. The future is bright. I'm going to cover up the bottom half.
Yeah, she
But
posted a little thirst trap.
This is what she's doing. She is enjoying life right now to the fullest. I'm trying to censor it a little because it's showing a lot of booty.
Did she do that in reaction to the
I don't
tiger
think
thing? Is
so,
she
but
rubbing
it's
it
just
in a little
20
bit?
It was
Okay.
21 hours ago, so
Okay.
I think it came out before. But it's just the contrast. She's, you know, this was his most recent breakup, but how, you know, she's moved on.
But then
Clearly,
after
yeah.
the whole drama with Tiger and the cheating and everything, anybody he's dating, do we really take it seriously? Because I didn't take that after what went down with his wife and all of the other women. I didn't take that seriously at all. So when she posted it, I'm like, oh, okay.
I love her. I was taking
Dina's
it
a
seriously.
Adina.
Anyway.
Okay, so we'll wait and see what happens with Tiger Woods.
I would say compared to my morning pictures, he's looking pretty good.
He's looking pretty good.
I would say
know
I would hate
someone
to
said-
have,
No,
I would
What's
hate
your
to
theory
have-
on the
I
wedding
would hate to have my
picture?
mugshot up
Your
there.
theory on wedding photos.
You're
Quickly.
looking a little.
Oh, they're edited?
Yeah, my wedding photo, I intentionally look bad. So that way, you know, 20 years later, people see and they go, wow, you look better now than you did in your wedding. Because look, to be honest, everybody,
Yeah.
you, at your wedding day, you're losing 20, you're going to the manicures, the pedicure, you're getting the best. Your
Height of
wedding
your
day,
life.
everybody's wedding day, you look your best. You put that picture up in the mantle or on top of the piano for the next 55 years, and you're never going to look that good. So I went the other way. So what, you know
What
what I'm
did you
saying?
do? So what was
So
your
what was
wedding
ashy?
morning
His
like?
whole
No,
setup
I
was
mean,
just
like,
ashy.
not brush your
Let's
hair?
get Monica
I was
on the
accused
phone.
of having a bad haircut. I got my haircut really short, and everybody's like, so I kind of spun the story.
Okay.
I intentionally made myself, so that way 20 years later, people go, you look better today than on your wedding day. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
How
that's right.
intentional
Okay.
was
That's
that?
right.
How
That's
intentional.
right.
I don't know how many years it's been, but do you look at it and do people say that to you? Has it worked?
Yeah, but
been at least
they more
100.
look. They say I look better now than my wedding day, not realizing, and they're trying to think, what is it about him? And I go, well, you know.
The hair was a little
Yeah,
short.
and I was a little stressed that day. You know, I'm like, am I doing the right thing here? I'm giving up all this fun. Never mind.
Stop.
Too
Get
soon.
out of
Too
that.
soon. Well,
We love Monica Woods.
Yes, we do.
Walt.
Get out. Okay, we always enjoy Walter. Great insight here. Okay.